Hello. Hi. Welcome. Today is going to be a little bit of a workshop warm-up if you're working on your headstands. I want to start by saying I am not necessarily the greatest headstander in the world, but there are a few things that when I was learning to do them, I was taught, and then it was like, hang on a minute, how do I build this up? So I want to share them with you, and please, if you have any neck issues, it's really important to know how to balance on your hands and the right part of your head so you don't scrunch your neck. Your neck is actually quite light, so be very, very careful. Possibly don't do them without someone watching you. And if you're a little unsure, of course, go against a wall so your foot can tap the wall. Yes, there are moments where you flip, which is horrible. It's not a nice feeling. I have had a back issue in my past. I'm like, I don't want to fall over, which is why my handstands are like, I'm off the wall, because the flip is just a worry. So I don't worry about doing it. I enjoy it when I do, and I keep myself protected and safe. It's not worth it for the sake of a move in my world. So take care of yourself. Do anything not quite right, obviously back off. Don't do it. Enjoy this if handstand or headstand, are your goal. Ask any questions if you're not sure. Please be careful. Okay? So a lot of things we need to do is make sure the shoulders know how to connect. So we'll come down into being on our forearms. The way to set the distance, hands hold around the elbows, and then you hold your hands. So you do that here, then you can hold your hands. But actually to start, let's keep your elbows extended and bring the hands forward. Come, tuck your toes under, get the neck in line, lift up, push back. So this is like a dolphin if you are a yogi out there, and shift forward and back. This is just getting the weight transfer over your arms. I don't need to come in super far. I just need to feel how I can push into the ground, start to work the belly. And yeah, it's a big start. So if you need to do something else, I'm sorry, just take some other movements first. Let's have one more. And come down. Keep that press down with your arms. Bring the legs together. Take the left leg back. Lift your belly and just bring that left leg up and down. So the feeling here is this leg gets lifted from a bit where your butt meets your leg. Because if you can access that, it actually helps you engage into your belly, and that's where the lift of the leg comes from. Notice if you started to collapse the body, you got to push into your arms, maybe even feel a little bit hunched back. Take one more and change, and just really start to feel that underbutt muscle. My friend calls it the speedo line. Have a feel that that's actually starting to work. There's some activation there. You realize you're not moving through your back. And one thing I will say is we all look different in headstands. Different bodies, different lengths of legs, make it different. Okay, so it's focusing on where and how you're moving that's most important for me. Bring that one down. Tuck your toes, lift back up into the dolphin, push against your hands. Keep the right leg down, pick the left leg up and down. Again, find the push of your arms. Your arms get tired. I appreciate that. We're only doing 5. Press the right heel down as the left leg comes up. And then we switch. 5. Core up. 4. Knowing that you're not going to jump in your headstand. 3. And this is just loosening up the hip. 2. One more. Are you pushing in the arms? 1. And relax for a minute. There is a lot of work here, because that's where the hold is, wrapping into the abdominals. So if we get that on, you'll get it. So when it starts to come, we're actually going to move into the headstand. So take it step by step. I would really rather you not jump into it. So you set up, hold your elbows so you know the distance. Link your fingers. If you have rings, I would suggest sometimes taking them off because they can hurt. Your head, if you can see my ponytail there, that's where my head gets cradled in my hands. And it's more like my hairline that's touching the floor. So once you're here, I always do this, however long I've done headstands. There. And just get a feel and go, oh yeah, I'm not heavy on my head. It's not literally a headstand. Okay, there's a tripod where you are, but we're not. We're rocking into the hands. So once you've got that, press the elbows down. Notice how the shoulders change. Get that feeling of like a forward roll into your hands. Then pick up your knees, walk in. And without jumping, please don't jump. Just lift one leg and down. And you just notice where the weight is. Push down in the arms, connecting to your belly. Changing hands. My weight is really head more in my hands rather than on my head itself. So just feel what happens. You'll actually feel one leg often is easier to lift than the other. And notice now my other foot on the floor. When I start to move my leg up and over, my body moves and I go higher on my toe. Because it's that action that then brings this leg up. So if you're there, you can keep trying that. The other way to do it is you start here, you get the same feeling, you walk into this sort of little tuck. You bring one leg here, and now when I just move this away, keeping it's a shorter lever, it's a little easier. Now look, I rock onto this toe. I know my spine is changing. That is levering me. So doing those little things means you don't, again, need to jump. Take a moment if you've done a few. Don't be there for too long because there's a lot of movement and you need to have a moment to break. Change, decide which leg you want to do. Your goal is to find the tuck to begin with if you can't do a straight leg lift. If you need more padding, take more padding. So I should say that at the start. So you link. So you try the other leg and you just go, well, what happens when I do this one? Maybe just here. You want to feel safe in yourself. Okay? Jumping will actually flick you. This side, not so clever for me. But if I'm here, you try to get here. I'm super safe. If I fall, I'm falling down to my legs, not flipping over my head. And that tuck position can be very challenging. So you want to try it. That's where you need to lift the belly. Right? So we get the tuck. I roll into my arms, and then I can tuck here. And if you can get a figure out where you are here, then you'll actually be able to figure out, well, where am I when I start moving my legs? And that's a really strong, secure base. Like I say, if you've got a wall behind you, do that, just in case, and then your foot can go to the floor. Once you've got that, then you build on. Again, set your hands. Walk in, one leg tucks in. You've got the tuck, then you can start moving the knees away. Now I've got to really secure my body. And then I can come back down and tuck. If you've got this, I would suggest just moving your knees forward and back. Because now you realize how you need to secure your core. Okay? Oh, it's getting hot in here. There's just a couple of ways that you can figure out how do I balance. If you can't center and adapt there, that's why you'll flip. That's why the jump for me is no good. We're going to do it with the leg, bottom leg straight, starting to lever up. So another phase to work through is we started here, this leg going, that hold, and then you hover. If you can hover here, see now this is my spine moving. If I can hover here, and I go, yep, I got this, strong in my arms, I can change legs and hover. If I can get that feeling and trust, then I know I don't flip, and then I can build it up. So there's just some simple phases. That last one we did could be where your foot taps the wall and the other leg goes up, and then you pivot against a wall. Or someone holds you. That's where you could then take that. And of course, the ultimate way, let's see if I can do it today, is to be from here. Just and lift. Which takes a lot of core and back strength. And because I've gone through those phases, once I get here, actually it's almost effortless. My hands are my hold. I know I'm swaying and I can counter myself. Pushing my elbows, I'm pretty strong. Butt goes back, nose come down. That's my balance. So that when I'm here, I know where I'm at. I can lift back up. But for today, I'll come back down because I think I need to give everything a little bit of a break. So please take it easy on yourself as you're building these up. It took me a really long time, and there are some days my body just doesn't want to do it. So honor that and don't. Once you've done it, just take a moment to release out your neck, stretch. Yeah. There is some pressure here, but if you get strong here, there's a little bit less. Thanks for joining in. As I said, please be careful with yourself. Ask any questions if you're not sure. I will do my best. I will say there are people out there who are way better at headstands than me. They really are. It's phenomenal what some people can do. I sit in the space of going, I'm pretty cool with that. So find that feeling in yourself. Have an amazing day and keep seeing life from the other way around. Take good care. Bye.